Good evening. My name is Antonio Benton. For over 400 years, people of African descent have fought in every battle in America. Reflecting on the whole story, we fought against slavery from the 1600s to 1865. Then rebellious leaders like William Lord Garrison and Harriet Tubman initiated a revolution in America. During the Reconstruction period, we had to fight for liberty and equality. And thank God for intellectual leaders like Booker T. Washington and W.E.B. Du Bois that argued persuasive visions for change. In the 1950s, the Civil Rights Movement was fought by citizens from all nationalities and religious denominations, brought together by Dr. Martin Luther King. His efforts elevated the moral consciousness of the country. There was also physical battles, and we know all about the horrors of the Civil War and two world wars. I'm talking about an ideological battle with an enemy that hides. That enemy is poverty. Presently, African Americans are in war against poverty with misguided leadership. The character of a great leader should change as the enemy changes. The attack of poverty on African Americans is tragic. On the front line against poverty, your choices are morally challenged. You find yourself at a forking road to choose between right and wrong. Many choose out of desperation a destructive path. This happens far too often. The number of youth dying every day in the streets is staggering. The disproportionate number of African Americans in prison in the United States is unprecedented in the world. You all know about it, and you see it. Where is the leadership to lead the masses out of this modern day tragedy? Who has the skill set? Who is prepared? I was impressed by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s concept of leadership in his drum major instinct speech. From the book of Mark, chapter 10, it states, James and John asked Jesus if they could be granted status to sit on his left and right side. They had desire to be first in his kingdom. Dr. King explains Jesus' reply. Jesus said to substance, "Oh, I see you want to be first. You want to be great. You want to be important. You want to be significant. Well, you ought to be. If you're going to be my disciple, you must be." But he reordered priorities, and he said, yes, don't give it up. Keep feeling this need for being great. Keep feeling this need for being important. But I want you to be first in love. I want you to be first in moral excellence. I want you to be first in generosity. That is what I want you to do. We all have our battles. Women in the Me Too movement has made monumental progress for their cause. The Parkland High School students are speaking out in the gun control debate. My colleagues and I are focused on the war against poverty. In this battle, someone else is not required to play the role of the drum major. It is not needed because Jesus has already told us who can lead. He said, I want you to be first. I want you to be great. So we must look within ourselves and with God's grace to fight the principality of poverty in our own hearts and minds. That's where we must fight. Then join with other like-minded soldiers. And yes, like Dr. King taught, be first in love and in justice and in truth and in commitment with others so that we can make this old world a new world. Thank you.